trainer Mary Beth Rockwell from The Next Fitness Thing. We welcome you aboard The Next Fitness Show, which comes to you every Friday live at 1 p.m. Pacific time. We got a jam-packed show today. I know we say that a lot, but for reals, we got some big-time stuff coming your way in this show. So before we go any further, first, allow me to please introduce the lovely and talented Alexis Craig, our TNFT CEO, also a trainer, also a yoga instructor, also a beautiful human being. Alexis, what up?
Hey.
I was very much enjoying listening to your birds before we went live with the show. So that was very calming and soothing. So, and we have a special guest that we're going to be chatting with, a fellow Pennsylvanian. Whoop whoop! Hello and welcome to our brand new TNFT Team Leader. This is Melissa Bowerly. Everybody, hey, hi, Melissa.
Hi.
We are thrilled to have you with us as a team leader. We're going to be going a little bit more into your backstory, how you found your way to us, and what you'll be doing as a team leader in the future. So we're just very stoked to have you. Just wanted to let you pop in and say hi because I still have a little bit of business to take care of. But Melissa, we are thrilled to have you with us. Elsewhere on the show, we are, of course, going to have some movement opportunities for you. We have a great mid-show stretch break and a very stabilizing, shall we say, move of the week, but also mobilizing. Think about that one a little bit. We've got a ton of announcements. A lot of great things are coming your way here to the Next Fitness Thing platform. If you are new to the Next Fitness Thing, welcome aboard. We are starting to see an influx of people from elsewhere, interestingly enough. So thenextfitnessthing.com is where you will find our platform. If you're looking for your workout home, we're looking to host you. So come on in, and then you can find us on Facebook as well, at facebook.com/groups/at the next fitness thing. I got it committed to memory after all this, after 29 episodes. This is 29. And also, what else do I need to tell you? We are holding a huge announcement in this one. So you're going to want to pay attention to this one. It's going to affect everybody who is with us at the Next Fitness Thing, but in the best possible way. That's all I'm going to say for now. Okay, so then besides that, I think that's all the business we have to cover. So let's get back in with Melissa. Shall we bring Melissa back on the board? Melissa, congratulations to you for becoming a TNFT team leader. We're so happy to have you on board with the fam. And you're getting rave reviews from your very first Walk With Us class on our YouTube channel. So that was super awesome of you to do that. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
You are, one more thing before I forget, very important business I got to take care of. Sorry, Melissa. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. Do that now while you're thinking about it. If you're watching now, hit the subscribe button, hit us a like, and then comment on the video. We'll talk more about commenting on the videos later. Whew, okay, had to get that in. Melissa, you and I share common ground. I grew up in Pennsylvania, spent most of my formative years there. You are also a Keystone Stater, and you are Philadelphia suburbs-ish, yes?
Yes, I am in Sellersville, PA.
My husband is from a suburb not all that far from there, Lansdale, PA. So common stomping grounds. I love that. So whoop whoop officially. There's everybody that joins me from Pennsylvania gets a whoop whoop, in case those of you who are watching are not familiar, because I got to shout out the PA crew. Melissa, how did you find your way to us here at the Next Fitness Thing originally? And then what made you decide to step up and become one of our team leaders and help lead the way on some of our classes? This is exciting.
So on obviously one of your old platforms, I was sitting in bed one night and could not sleep. And at 3 o'clock in the morning, I saw a infomercial for a bar class, and I absolutely love to dance. Have danced my entire life, and I got in a pretty bad car accident and wasn't able to dance like I used to anymore. So I saw the bar class and I thought, this would be great. I can dance again. I can work out and exercise. I'm not getting any younger, and, trying to stay in shape, I wanted to dance. So I had signed up for the other platform and took my very first bar class with Andrea, and halfway through was like, oh, I can't do this. Everything hurt. I couldn't get couldn't get to the end of it. It was terrible. But I started walking. I started doing the walking classes, and I started doing some of the other classes and loved it, and found a community that was empowering and inspirational, and was able to then do some of the bar classes much later. So then when that shut down, I was very upset, and this manifested, and just loved it. Just loved it. I make sure that I put you in my day at some point, whether it's live or on replay. And then what brought me as a team leader, I teach high school. I also work with NARTeen here, which is families of addicts, like helping the kids that have active addiction in their lives.
Gotcha,
So
wow.
I'm the helper. And
you are a big helper. Yeah.
yeah. And I had noticed somebody posted something on our Facebook page saying that there weren't any classes on the East Coast. And I reached out to Alexis before she had even posted and said, hey, listen, I can help out. Like if they want some, classes here on the East Coast, I can see what I can do. So my plan is to do the walking classes and get certified, so then I can teach some dance classes and bar and, hopefully yoga.
That's incredible. So those of you who just joined Melissa or just getting to know what she's bringing to the party, you're in for a treat. I got to pause because the chat is off the chain right now. So hello to your fellow team leader, Anna, who says, woot, woot. Is that Eddie or Edie says finally got on? Hi, I'm just making sure. Mary says, hello, hello, happy Friday. Megan says, yay, Melissa, your story is resonating with people, Melissa. Michelle sends a heart. Hello, Michelle. Natalie says, yeah, the early bird crew loved your class, Melissa. Thank you. Again, rave reviews for Melissa's very first class with us. Oh, Michelle has a burning question regarding the Pennsylvania sound that I make. Is it whoop, whoop, or is it woot, woot? I'm going to put this to rest right now. It's whoop, whoop with a P. Not that it matters in the grand scheme of things, but it's whoop, whoop, just FYI. That's the sound that came out of my face the first time I did it, and so I'm sticking with that. Okay, and then back to Edie. Sorry, autocorrect. Alexis says that's okay. Hi, Edie. And I think that's everybody. So when you came to us, you mentioned how much bar resonated with you and how you found your way to that. Aside from bar, what other TNFT classes, and you mentioned walking as well, what are you gravitating to these days whenever you're in TNFT class with us? I see you from time to time, I gotta say. So, and you rock the house. So
I absolutely love Dancio classes.
Dan from the UK.
They are my
love. Those are a blast.
I love
Those
to
really
dance. I do. I love to dance with Dan. So, I did one last night on replay, like his 25-minute one. I come along with them. I know all the steps at this point, and I feel like I'm dancing with my friends.
So. Amazing. Love for Dancing Dan in the UK. Dan, if you happen to be watching us, hi. You're on a little break right now doing some wonderful things. We miss you. And then, Melissa, what, if you had to pick one particular move that is your favorite to do around here? Think about that one. What would it be? I see you rocking all kinds of strength moves when you're with me. So
I absolutely, as crazy as it sounds, I love pigeon in yoga.
Yay, you're one of those. I know, me too. Because I totally, pigeon for hips is amazing. It's not necessarily for everybody. It can be rather demanding. You don't want to force your way into that if you're not pigeon yet. Figure 4, lying on your back, crossing your ankle over your opposite thigh. This is my favorite alternate version to open up your hips in that one. But yeah, 1 vote for pigeon. Okay, done. All right. Many votes for pigeon. Yours is just one of them, Melissa. What would you tell somebody if you came into somebody in your orbit that was like, oh my gosh, my favorite workout platform just went away, for example, which we're familiar with that phenomenon as well. And I'm looking for some place to hang my hat. What would you tell them that makes the Next Fitness thing so amazing?
I think we have formed a community here where everybody truly and honestly cares about one another, and we root each other on, and we empower one another, and there's no judgment. It's a constant positive environment. and we meet people where they are. Like I tell my students, I meet them where they are. And that's what this platform has done. We meet people where they are and nobody's excluded. So
we are really proud of that. When we started putting together the bones underneath the foundation of the next fitness thing, that was one thing. It's like we want everybody to feel welcome, and nobody feels like they're an outcast, because that's so hurtful when that happens. We want to keep it all positive and welcome everybody here. So I'm glad you said that. The chat continues, by the way. Let's see. Michelle says you did a great job with your would you rather walk, Melissa. There you go. Another vote of confidence for you there. Edie and Anna say yes, bar. All right, more bar fans in the house. Alexis says, Michelle says, I would love bar as an option for my teammates. And Anna says, I love dancing with Dan on demand as well. Natalie also says, I love Dancio. Bar for me, nervous, probably because I experienced what Melissa said. Yeah, that can be deceptively challenging, the bar class. I know, believe me, I've done them. So let's see. Are you able to hang with us? You're welcome to chime in
yeah.
for the rest of the show. If you can hang, great. If you need to duck out, we totally understand that. But we're very thrilled to have you on board with us, and we cannot wait to see what you bring to your classes. And the Walk With Us classes, again, are on this very YouTube channel where you are right now. They're Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning, 6 a.m. Eastern time. So we got, again, our early bird East Coast crew covered, as Melissa alluded to earlier. And if you can't make that, if it's way too early for you, it's 3 a.m. for me. Sorry, I'm not going to make it live here in San Francisco, but you can catch the recording. That's fun too. All right, Melissa, go get it. You're going to rock. You're going to rock everything. So thank you so much for joining us and for all of your help. I mean, it's going to be amazing. Melissa is specifically on Wednesdays for Wildcard Wednesday. Thank you for that note. Yes, so Melissa's handling the midweek class, and yay, we're very much looking forward to what you bring. All right.
And Mary Beth, if there's something that somebody is interested in, or the topic or anything that they want, they can tag me on Facebook, and I'll make it happen.
Awesome. That is a very lovely offer for you. So thank you very much for doing that. Take her up on it. All right. Hit up Melissa if you got any ideas for that. The Wild Card Wednesday. Excuse me. I'm running on not much sleep right now. Dealing with a sick kitty. It's a lot, but I'm here. I'm got you. Okay. We're going to move on to, I think, the mid-show stretch break next. And we are going to, if you have issues with a tight chest and not so mobile spine, we're going to help rectify that with a classic yoga pose, and we're going to have multiple versions of this so you can try it. Happens to be camel pose, and look who it is, the lovely and talented trainer Kathy Rodriguez on the camera. So she has got a few different versions of camel pose. And Alexis, since you're our resident yogi here, I'm going to let you take over the particulars of describing these moves. So this is, we're starting from the more basic level here and working our way upward in advancement. Is that correct?
Yes. Awesome.
Okay.
All right. I was trying to stay out of the conversation to let it keep flowing, but Melissa, we're so glad to have you here. It's really good. Okay, camel pose. So camel pose, this is really good for the whole front side of your body, and it also is strengthening at the same time. So I really love this one. You start on your knees, and you might want to really notice that for this level 1 version, Kathy has her toes tucked under. So that makes her heels a little bit higher off the ground. And that doesn't seem too important on this version of the pose, but on the next version, or the one after, it will actually make a difference. So right here, Kathy's putting her hands on her lower back, and that's just to give it a little bit of extra support. From there, you squeeze your glutes really tight, tilt back just a little bit and hinge backward from your knees. And then if you feel comfortable arching your back even slightly, you can look at your belly button, or you can tilt your head back to take it a little bit more intensely. So this is level 1. I do also just want to mention, if being on your knees is not really a thing for you, and I think that's true for a lot of people, do a standing version of this, and you can do this exact idea from the waist up and just do it standing instead. So that's what
By the way, I do basically this version of camel pose every single morning when I do yoga stretching. It helps open up that whole front side of the body. Yeah, like you said. So love it.
All right, so let's check out level 2 now. So level 2, let me make sure I do the right one. I think I have the right one.
Aha, here
It
come the
is.
blocks.
All right.
Yay.
So level 2 is to use blocks. Using blocks allows for you to not have to be able to reach your heels. It might be challenging for you to reach your heels with your hands just in the flexibility or the mobility, but it also might be challenging in the shoulders to get your hands close enough together in order to reach your heels. So it could be a lower body or an upper body thing that makes this more challenging. So the blocks are here to support you and to give you a way to access the ground. You will notice that Kathy is actually using the blocks on their highest setting, so that she can reach. And as you progress with this, you might use the middle setting or the lower setting, depending what you need here. Again, you want to feel it in your quads, your abs. You don't want to feel crunchiness in your lower back or any kind of intense pain. And if you do, you've gone too far. So definitely keep it in a range that's pain-free.
I'm going to add an extra note in here. You will notice that Kathy has some extra padding underneath her knees. So especially if you're working on a hard surface, even if you have a mat, you might want a little extra cushion to make your knees more comfortable. So you might want to double over your mat. You could grab a towel or anything that you're going to be able to, be stable on, but that's a little softer on your knees. So
that's a great point.
I know.
I'm so glad that you, I think I showed the same one again. Sorry.
You know me and my knees. So
these videos look very much the same on my screen. So I think I'm getting the right one, but we'll see what happens. There we go. This is the one.
Here she goes.
All right, so you can see here, Kathy's going all the way back for her heels. Now, I skipped about 4 steps that Kathy showed as intermediate here, just for the sense of time of this video. So you could certainly keep your toes tucked under to be able to access your heels more easily, for sure. Right. Also, but when this is available to you, you reach back and you reach your hands for your heels, lean back, and again, you can keep your chin tucked and look at your belly, or you can tilt your head back like you can see Kathy doing right there.
There, yeah. I'm doing the standing version of this since you mentioned it, so I'm going to back out a little bit on camera. So
getting out of this pose is one of the crucial things here. So on the way back up, make sure your glutes are really engaged and you use the muscles of the front side of your body, so it's quads and abs, to hinge you back up. So I would certainly suggest doing the intermediate versions of this before you do the full on tops of feet on the ground version, to make sure not only can you reach back for your heels, but you have the strength to be able to get back up as well. So because that's, if you don't want to get stuck there. So and the other thing is, you could, if you have somebody who can spot you or who could be there to help you just in case the first time you try it, that might be a good idea too.
For example, if you were to take this live with the Next Fitness thing, right? Because you could turn your camera on, right?
Yes. I wouldn't be able to physically spot you, but I could certainly help you to see what version of it was possible. Someday we will have the ability to reach through the screen and spot you and pull you back up. That'll be so awesome.
That would be yes. That would be amazing. Okay, that is your camel pose. I hope y'all did some version that's right for you with us, or like I said, I did that standing option and it felt great, because 9 times out, 99% of us, I'm going to say, have real tight chest and hunched over like this because we're like this all the time, typing and whatnot. So that is a great opportunity for you to open that up. And when you're more open, you can breathe more easily. So that affects your workouts in a good way because you're able to take in more oxygen. So, I mean, it's just a snowball effect from that one little camel pose. I love it. So,
okay, can I mention one other thing before we go on?
Yes, please do.
Okay, I have Casey here in the chat saying, I love camel pose. If you want to take a full class with camel pose, as one of my vinyasa classes in the replay library was a camel pose class.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Trainer Fernando is in the chat saying, hey team, happy Friday. Nice.
Amazing.
And Martha is offering to submit trivia questions about different states for Melissa to use on Wednesday mornings. Awesome.
Love it. Love it. There you go. This is a whole family thing here, and this is the best crew. So if you're not with us yet, please join us. You're missing out on just a wonderful experience here. All right, so we're going to move on. I hope y'all did the camel pose or your version thereof. We are going to do you want to segue next into the move of the week, Alexis, and then we're going to save the announcement for after, because I think I think that would be appropriate. We're going to hold you just a little bit longer in suspense for the big announcement, but it's going to be worth the wait, I promise. Melissa, let me ask you. Yoga, yay or nay? I know you mentioned the pigeon pose earlier. That was one of your faves. So do you have is that your favorite? from yoga or yeah? All right. What's your nemesis pose? Do you have one?
Downward dog.
Downward dog. Oh my gosh, that's actually one of my favorites.
My
And
heels don't ever hit the floor.
but they don't have to. That's the thing. It's just like you work with your body, right? So that's again one of the wonderful things about the Next Fitness thing is you work with the body you got. You don't force yourself into anything that's not comfortable for you. You want to challenge yourself, but not go overboard. So thank you for your honesty. I appreciate that, Melissa. All right, Alexis, are we good to go for the
We're ready.
move of
Let's
the
do
week
it.
now? Yes. Okay. This is one of my favorite exercises to help strengthen core and mobility and a little coordination as well, because there are some moving parts to this. It is the dead bug. Haha! So the dead bug is with Veronica on your demo video, the lovely and talented Veronica. Everybody's lovely and talented today. You're lovely and talented too for watching. So a dead bug, you start in a face-up tabletop. So your arms are over your shoulders and your knees are over your hips. And then the job is to lower your opposite arm, and Veronica's touching her toe down. You could make this more challenging by extending a straight leg down toward the floor and then bringing everything back up together. Breathing counts on this one. It's very good to work on the rhythm of your breath. And you have to think like opposite. Often I will have somebody do this for the first time, and what are they going to do? They're going to lower the same arm and the same leg on the same side. So it's like, okay, pause, think about it a little bit, and then you get in the hang of it. Alexis and Melissa, for that matter, if you have anything to add on this one, do you love dead bugs? Do you do dead bugs? Which version of dead bugs do you do? I will say the longer lever length that you have to work with, aka if you were to do this with a straight leg, it would be more challenging. So that's why Veronica's version here is a little bit softer version of that with a bent knee. So that shortens your lever that you're working with, especially if you have any issues with your low back. You want to be mindful of that. So Alexis, sorry, did I lose you? Are we here?
No, you're great.
No, you're here. Okay.
Meanwhile, we in the chat they are calling for bug emojis. So if you want to drop any bug emojis in the chat or comments, please feel free.
Yes.
Okay.
Bugs.
I would say with this one, I love this one, especially as a warm-up move, and also for anyone who has pelvic floor issues going on. It's really great for pelvic floor and for lower back. So
Indeed.
I definitely love this move. I love how you mentioned the coordination piece, and this one is as easy or as hard as you want to make it. I tend to encourage people to imprint their lower back, which I know is sort of controversial within the Pilates community.
Gotcha.
But at least to keep a neutral spine. So essentially to not overarch your back in this position is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Whether you imprint or just keep your spine neutral, avoid arching is what I'm trying to say.
Amen to that. By the way, if you were to flip this video upside down, it would basically turn into a bird dog. So you'd be on all fours, and then you'd extend out your opposite arm and leg. And then you extend out your opposite arm and leg. That's a little more balance challenge. But sometimes I think people find this one more challenging in terms of the coordination, because all four appendages are free flowing basically. Whereas if you're in a bird dog, two parts of you are on one knee and one hand are on the floor at the same time. So try them both. They're both good for you in different ways. Cool.
Fernando's in the chat saying that he loves down dog, but he needs about half an hour before his heels touch the floor. Fernando's holding downward dog for 30 minutes? Like, for reals?
The blood's all rushed into his head. Fernando, come back.
I don't know if I want to take your yoga class, Fernando. If you're having us hold down dog for 30 minutes. I'm only kidding.
All right, well, I hope y'all did a little dead bug with us or your variation. You know what the standing version of this is? Basically, it's a ladder climber, right? So there's another way to work on the coordination part and balance in that case as well. So you notice a lot of these exercises are kind of just twisted positions of something else, and then they become a thing and it works you in a totally different way. Fascinating, right? Okay, I think we're going to move on to the big news. Are we not, Alexis? Because
I'm ready. Let's do it.
We have some big time stuff to announce here. Lovely TNFT teammates and affiliated anybody who is watching us right now. Let's bring it.
Yeah, so this is probably the biggest announcement we have ever made as a company. And I just want to say, first, before we announce anything else around this, I just want to say a huge thank you. That is really where I am, is really in this heart of gratitude. I have a huge thank you that I want to offer to, I got it, Spin. So Spin has been our tech platform up till this point. They really allowed us to launch really quickly, and they have been so receptive and so generous with offering us access to their tech in an affordable way, and really to make it so that we could get our business started. So thank you, Spin. Thank you, Gopi. Thank you, everyone at Spin who has made this possible for us up to this point. And it has come time for us to say goodbye to Spin. So thank you, Spin, and goodbye. So the huge announcement is that we are about to soon, it's coming soon. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. We're not quite ready yet, but it is coming soon that we are going to have a new tech platform. It is coming soon. So yep, you heard it here first. And I also want to say that Kevin has been working so hard to make this happen.
Kevin
to
is our
really
chief
make it so
technical
that we
officer,
are
and
ready. We are so grateful for Kevin for
rockstar.
putting, oh my gosh. So this is something coming imminently in the next couple of weeks. So it's not like someday we're going to have a new tech platform. It's like pretty soon we are going to have a new tech platform. Not quite yet. There's nothing for you to do right now. The thing for you to do right now is to enjoy Spin while you still can. So you are still going to have access to Spin for a couple more weeks. So enjoy it while you can. As we move to this new tech platform, it's going to be really exciting. For one thing, it's going to be a lot more stable. So you're going to be able to take class, and the whole idea is that we will have less tech issues. I don't want to jinx it or anything like that, but that is a big reason that we're moving. Also, there are a lot of features that this new platform has that we didn't have, and I'm not going into any details right now, but I'm just letting you know that there are a lot of features that we haven't had access to.
A lot.
Yeah. And the other thing just to say with this, for everybody to know that is happening right now, is we have so many videos to bring from one place to the other. It is a lot. So, and most of these have manual work that has to be done in order to bring it from one place to the other. It's not just like cut and paste. It's like, run this on the screen in real time and then overlay this with this and then change the format and trim it's like a bunch of work.
Ton of work, yeah.
Just so you know, when we first go there, we're not going to have the full library of on-demand classes yet. There will be a significant number of on-demand classes, but I know that our customers are used to having access to like hundreds and hundreds. I don't know the exact number, but it's hundreds and hundreds of on-demand classes. And there will only be, a limited number of them at the very beginning when we first get there, because it takes time for us to port everything from one place to the other.
Yeah. So, and keep in mind, we've been on a kind of an expedited deadline to make this happen. So it's just like, we are going to be rolling things out as we go. So we really appreciate and understand that, we appreciate your patience as we kind of like build the blocks and then go from there. But you're going to have a great time once this is all unfurled. And I just wanted to let everybody know that. So, yeah.
Yeah. And the other piece for you to know with that is just that the live experience will be a little bit different, and all the important stuff is still going to be part of it. So don't worry about any of that.
We still have, yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying anything.
I'm not going to go too much into details, but it's going to be great. And there'll kind of be this intermediate time where it's going to be, we're still kind of figuring out exactly how to make everything work exactly the way we want, but don't stress, it's going to be great. So
it's going to be great. And we're so excited. So yes, we will let you know when there is anything you need to do as a TNFT teammate. All right. So for now, we're just letting you know that it's happening. We will have more news from here. So stand by for news. Keep an eye on your email inbox. That's likely where you're going to find out about it. first and foremost. All right. So,
yep. And going on in the chat, Michelle says, thank you, Spin. Fernando says, Kevin equals rock star.
Yes.
Michelle is excited to be free from ongoing tech issues. And Natalie is giving lots of emojis of celebration. So
yeah,
yay,
it is it's a huge
guys.
deal for us to make this leap. So thank you everybody who's been with us all along the way, every single step of the way. We appreciate you so much. So, and it's onward and upward from here. So yes. All right, announcements. We got a ton, and we just had that big announcement was job one, but we have some other things that are going on that we want to keep you in the loop about as well here at TNFT. So we are, first off, we were going to remind you that this coming Monday is the first Monday of the month. What does that mean? That means it is Goals Walk. Every single first Monday of the month, your opportunity to join us for a no pressure 25-minute walking class. You can cruise however you'd like. And the topic of discussion is setting goals, revisiting goals, establishing goals, maybe tweaking goals to make them more achievable for you. It's always a blast. If Goals Walk is all access every single month, by the way. So that means anybody can join us by going to goalswalk.thenextfitnessthing.com. We would love to have you on board, and we can help you craft goals to get you where you want to go. And it doesn't even have to be fitness related, but of course that's our focus. So the next thing we want to let you know about, Anna, Team Leader Anna, is very busy these days. This is a reminder of her True Crime Walk, which is the first Sunday of each month. So that is also coming up in the next few days. It is a live walking class. It has been expanded by popular demand to 40 minutes. So it's going to be this Sunday, and it happens the first Sunday of every month at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. And if you're talking about the cases and the mysteries and the whodunits and the what and whys and this is fascinating and this is gross and whatever, that's what True Crime Walk is for. So that is open this coming Sunday as well. So join us for that. And then the next thing is, oh yes, the latest addition to the TNFT merch store, my chronologically enhanced shirt. It is now available. I saw some of them being ordered, so I'm very happy about that. And it's just a great mindset shirt to go out and rock. And it's just like, yeah, you know, I'm not that O word. I'm chronologically enhanced. So if you would like to get one for you or maybe someone in your life, it would make a great gift idea, I think. So merch.thenextfitnessthing.com is where you can go to check out all of our merch. But this is the latest addition to the store. I'm very excited. And then we have, there's a lot. I told you there was a lot. Sunday, August 11th is our next TNFT community event. It is the Dog Days Sniffari, which is always such a blast of a class. And Alexis, feel free to jump in here if you have anything to say.
I just want to shout out to Melissa on this because she just adopted another dog. She's got, I think, how many dogs do you have now, Melissa?
How many Poochies?
Say it one more time. We couldn't hear you.
Three.
Melissa has 3 rescue dogs. She just got another one. So she's going to be, her whole life is a Sniffari right now.
Exactly. So this, again, is going to be a 25-minute no pressure walk. Of course, dogs are absolutely welcome, and human guests as well, since it is also, as our Goals Walk is, community events are all access classes. The URL to set somebody up for this one who's new to us would be dogdays.thenextfitnessthing.com. It's always a blast. You're welcome to dress your pooch in costume if you like. It's just have fun with it. Have an absolute blast with it. It's just a fun time.
I hear that some of our teammates are dressing their children as dogs to participate in this as well.
That's awesome. The kids are like, why do I have to wear this, Mom? All right, so Dog Days Sniffari, join us for that Sunday, August 11th, 7 a.m. Pacific time. Anna is again hosting that one. And also, as we continue with all Anna all the time, but this is good stuff. This is awesome stuff. The August Book Club session is going to be on August 25th with Anna hosting. And the book for this month is Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver. And if you want to know anything about the upcoming book club sessions, which are now 40 minutes long, 40-minute walk, the titles as well, and links to the books to get your hands on them or your eyes on them if you go an ebook or ears on them for audiobook, as the case may be. You can go to thenextfitnessthing.com/book club, and that happens every month. and Anna and Casey take turns hosting that. So this month is Anna's month, and Casey will grab it for September. Yada yada yada. All right. And then Alexis, I think, did you say you'd read this book, or you had started on this book, or
I started it.
Yeah. Okay.
There's definitely it's definitely has some adult themes. I would say I'm not that far along. I heard PG-13, but just letting you know. And I just have to say, Anna, we're so grateful for you. You've taken on a lot of stuff. This is like the third announcement with you or something. So you're awesome. I think Anna's moving right now. Like, I mean, to do all of this and be packing your house at the same time, that's wow. So,
Melissa's thinking,
hopefully
oh my
I'm
gosh,
not
what have I gotten myself
oversharing
into
or
now?
anything, but I'm just really grateful for you, Anna.
Melissa is actually in the chat right now and says, Anna, I wrote a book. If you use it, I could come answer questions.
Oh, what? I didn't even know.
Wow, we gotta talk. We gotta talk more about that book, Melissa. All right, and then the final thing, business-wise, we need to take care of and want to take care of is it's Freebie Friday. So we've got to find a winner. So again, the way that you can win a prize from the Next Fitness Thing on Freebie Friday is you're on the YouTube channel right now. You might as well hang out here. Go visit any of our videos that we've posted in the past week. The week runs from Friday after the show until the following Thursday. And then just comment on any of the videos that we've posted during that week. It could be a long form video. It could be a class. It could be a YouTube short. Comment, do your thing. And then we will announce a winner from everybody who made a comment. So do we have the wheel of freebies?
I do.
Ready to
we
go?
have the wheel, and just want to encourage everybody. I know we have some trainers and some team leaders in the chat. You guys count too. The only people who are exempt from being able to win this are me and Natalie. So
Natalie,
everybody
since
else
she's providing the prizes. Yes. All right. So should we find out who it is?
All right, we got it. Here it is.
All right.
I think I even might have. I don't think this one has sound, but that's okay. Ready?
Oh, there's a try again on there. Get it first time. Get it first time. Oh, no way. No
there,
way.
Beth won. Oh my gosh. Look at this.
Oh my gosh. Martha, I feel so bad for you. It was that close, but oh my gosh. Well, that's lovely. Thank you very much. I accept. I didn't make the rules that trainers are eligible. I'm just saying.
Nope, you didn't make the rules. You
I
didn't
did
have
not
anything
make
to do
that
with it.
I did not
Like
make
actually didn't have anything to do with it.
That's funny. Okay, so yeah, again, get your comments on all over our YouTube channel, and we'll get you in the drawing, which we announce every week, the winner here on the YouTube show on the Next Fitness Show. And then we just said, do we have time for the quick tip of the week, Alexis, or are we?
Sure, I'm cool.
All right. This kind of ties in with, we had my big 60th birthday celebration here last week, and it was everybody, lovely comments and wishes and, you know, all the things. Thank you very much to everybody who like sent me a Facebook or whatever. I was just like overwhelmed. But when you get to this certain level of chronological enhancement, you develop wisdom. And when you get to be, in my case, 60, you look back on your life and you think, well, I might have been able to do something back in the day that I can't do now, but you're where you are now. There's no point in looking back at the past. That's the past. You can't change that. You did that, but now you're where you are now. And I made this this analogy recently. This is like the past is water under the bridge. Where's the water going to take you from here? Where's that river going to take you? Follow that. All right. So don't compare yourself to what you used to be. Start where you are now with your health, with your wellness, with whatever it is in your life, and then build on that foundation from there, where you are now. Meet yourself where you are now. Deal? Deal. Okay.
Yeah, that's like great wisdom. I have just a little graphic we could put up for this, but it's really just about comparison with,
I love that,
your younger self. I mean, I feel like this is something where there's a lot of these, you know, maybe inspirational fitness quotes or something where they're saying it's not a competition against anyone else. It's a competition with yourself. And it's like, I actually kind of think that can be really toxic too. Is
That
if you're
can be, yeah.
trying to compete against your previous self and, you know, you're maybe not feeling like you're performing because you can't do what you used to be able to do. I mean, especially, I mean, I bet Melissa has some experience with this too, even just with like with it
Yeah.
being a car accident. I think that it really is humbling and it makes you have to really appreciate what you can do.
Yeah, Melissa, do you have anything to add with this?
I try to every day give myself grace because no one's harder on me than me. So I'm constantly reminding myself that I am grateful and thankful for where I am now. And, that I am able to do the things that I can do. And, and if I keep working, I'll be able to do a little bit more. Some things I'm never going to be able to do again, but I've gotten this far. So.
Absolutely. Amen.
Yeah.
All right, Melissa,
Michelle's in the
we
chat
are
saying, don't look back. You're not going that way.
right, right. Gas pedal forward. That's where you're going. All right. We need to wrap it, but we got again into weeds, but I like to say good weeds. So first and foremost, Melissa, thank you so much for being our guest for the entire show. Welcome to our fam as a TNFT team leader. We cannot wait to see where your journey takes you. Thank you to Alexis, of course, for pushing all the buttons and putting up all the slides and keeping me on track. And thank you to our entire TNFT teammate community. Thank you again to Spin for supporting our tech platform to this point. And moving forward, we're going to have bigger and better stuff coming your way. And we cannot wait to spring it on you. All right. So stand by for news. That is a wrap. I got to high five it to make it official, seal the deal. Bang. There we go. And we get to dance it out together. Remember, if you are looking for a home, we've got you. thenextfitnessthing.com is our website. And like this video right now. If you haven't, subscribe to the channel, do all the things, hit the notification bell so you never miss anything we do, and we're out of here. We out. We out. Thanks to everybody who watched the recording of this too. We love you for that too. Coochies. Dancing it out for the weekend for my live crew.